just something that feels right about a snowy day for football in Wisconsin, and that's what we have here on the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a cut to the sideline. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. 59 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you've just
down 3 interceptions. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary
quarterback. He's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some.
On second down, here's Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you got to read those.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Third and 15, and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they get him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to have it.
And here are the defensive starters. In your old position, you get to talk about the secondary.
The best athletes on the field, Brandon.
Debatable.
Well, we'll see how this goes today. I love the way you put my guys down. But you know this, they've got to cover, and they have to tackle.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Wide open receiver complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back to the air. Goff on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
His and only his.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there. And the Packers are going to have a first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. Well, other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football, and that might be the direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a little spin cycle, room to run now. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
That's a love to run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case,
now they'll throw with Rodgers. His pass clock at the 4. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Their big tight end from 6 yards away. And the Packers are back within a score.
a good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. 84 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of...
I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Good play here. 3rd down and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger. Touchdowns.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The throw on 2nd down is gone. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings
The coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Off-play action. Here's Gall. Under pressure, they got him again. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, to bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
To the offense heading back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, is that all? On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's got time. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Now gone. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. A good pick up there on 20 yards.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Packers. On second down, here's Rodgers. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Packers ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and...
Throwing on third. Gone. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line.
Now that play will end up on the highlights and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Third and two, gone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Their big body got this back to a one-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. That drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's got a convoy and he might be gone. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
To a quick start.
Now Goff on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense throughout the game, and with a lead, stay in bounds, make them
rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play. Defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football, and that's...
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And an alley to run. Still on his feet. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how... Yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense here, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a...
Now a handoff here to his running back. A nice gain of 21 yards.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over above 50 now. And this defense is make that play.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play that time on a catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And they'll run it here. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Their dangerous wide receiver from 3 yards out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that? Now a handoff as they run left side. And some room to run now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Looking left side, and it's complete. 23 yards on the play.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down lane tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Well, just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special